What is up, guys? Here we are at Powerhouse in New Haven, Connecticut for a back day. First thing we got is we are going to warm up and just get ourselves in the mood to train back really hard. So I like to start out with some assisted pull-ups. Here we are knocking this out for 3 sets. When doing pull-ups, assisted or non-assisted, I try to imagine that I'm driving my elbows to the ground. I pull through my elbows. When I think like that, or when I cue myself that way, it makes me engage my lats way more. It gets better results. Another thing I like doing when doing pull-ups is not only do I try to drive both elbows towards the ground to engage my lats more, I imagine myself doing a rear double bicep as well. Again, that just helps me with the engagement of all the muscles that I want to show in a back double. I really like this machine. I don't get to use it much. I mean, I use it only when I train back at Powerhouse, but majority of the times I find myself not at Powerhouse training back. I'm usually in my garage or someplace else, but when I'm in Powerhouse, I just jump on this thing. I like how it feels. I did have to adjust the seat a little bit lower because it just felt a little funny. I just wanted to make sure I was in the right position. So we do that, but as you can see how much of my rear delt, my lats, my rhomboids, and even my lower traps get engaged when doing this rowing movement with this machine. One of the main things that I love about Powerhouse is just the sound of the metal plates. I just love it. I really like to do this machine single arm because I find that I'm able to get a better squeeze and add a slight twist at the end to make sure that I'm getting a real good range of motion on this row. All right, for this last set, I'm gonna add a 4th plate. I don't know, some machines I can do a lot more weight than others. This is one of those machines that I could probably push 5 plates here on a normal day. But yeah, This felt really good. The weight felt good. Didn't feel like it was too much. It felt just right. This last set felt really good. You know, even though I'm depleted, I'm not eating much food on this day, you still got to push yourself. You still got to grind through these sets to make sure that, you know, you're giving it your all or your max capability at this moment. All right, moving on to this vertical V-grip pull down. I love how this particular exercise feels. I feel the middle of my back, and I do feel my lower lat when I do this. When pulling down, I keep it slightly in front so that when I get to the halfway point, I drive my elbows towards my thighs, and I can really feel the lower part of my lats engage. I can definitely do a better job on the eccentric portion of this movement. I should be getting a better stretch. I think the reason why I wasn't was because the way I had this set up, I think it would bottom out a little bit when I extended too far, but I'm not quite sure. But it could be because sometimes I could think I'm straightening out my arms and getting a good stretch, and I'm just not actually doing it. All right, so I love this machine. This is a chest supported Cybex row machine. It feels so good. It's got two grips, a wide grip and a tight grip. So what we do for this set is we just superset a wide grip and then go right into that inside grip. We did them both here. What you'll start to notice as these reps and sets go on is that I'm really enjoying the stretch portion of this movement. And again, it's easy to get a good stretch when your chest is supported like that, because you can really just arch your back, or I'm sorry, round your back to get a good stretch and then go back into that contraction. That's why it's so nice to hit a really good chest supported row machines. I don't know many gyms that have a machine similar to this. There's the plate loaded one. I don't really love that because I gotta load up so many plates to kind of feel the resistance that I get from just this one that's run by cables. So I would much rather this one than the plate loaded seated row machine. because I'm supersetting and I had already done, a couple of sets of rows and pull-ups and things like that, we only did 3 total sets here before we just moved on. Okay, last set here coming right up. Again, good wide grip here. The weight feels good, the resistance feels good, and then we're gonna go ahead and change our grip. As you can see, that inside grip there to that inside grip as a superset, and finish off this particular exercise. If you got one of these machines, you gotta use it. Right. This is a really good machine here. This is similar to what I do in my garage when I grab that D handle with the cable and I set up my incline slightly and pull from there. Similar movement. I do think this one, if I brought a D handle and I threw it on this handle here, I think this movement would feel even better. So I just got to remember to do that next time, is throw my D handles in my bag and bring it with me to the gym, only because I think if I threw it on there, I think it would perfect this movement. All right, warm-up's over. We increased the weight here. Same movement. Try to get a good pull, good squeeze, and feel it where you're supposed to. I ain't gonna lie, I've been missing out, not doing back days here. This back workout, I felt great when I left this day. I felt really good. I had a really good pump, really good squeezes, and I just love the options of machines that they have and the variety. We have so many different varieties of back machines that you'll never go there and be bored. There's just way too much to do. So here we are. We finish up with traditional bent over dumbbell rows. That's easy peasy. A lot of people do this different ways. Some people put their arm out in front more and almost pull it back. I like pulling the dumbbell straight up and straight down. And I think about my lats the entire time, and I take my time on the way down or on the eccentric movement. Oh, and I forgot to mention, when doing anything single arm, dumbbell rows, single arm, shoulder press, whatever you decide to do, always start with your non-dominant side. And whatever that arm can do, that's where you want to match it with your right arm or your dominant side. You don't want to end up doing more reps on one side than the other. I started with my right hand, so I put a lot of pressure on myself to make sure I hit the same amount of reps with my left hand. You see, look at me correcting my mistake from my first set. Started with my left arm first, making sure that I go till failure or, get to the right rep count with my left, and then go right to my right arm and ensure that I match the reps that I did with my left. You gotta love these old school dumbbells. It's a smaller diameter with just tons of weight on it. It feels very comfortable in the hand and just pure metal. Nowadays, a lot of the dumbbells when you go to these new gyms are made out of rubber. All right, guys, that is all she wrote. I hope you enjoyed this back workout, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. Peace. I'm out of here.